So this story was sometime before I got sent to rehab because I realized that while creating this video, while making this video, I had to introspect and look in a retrospective way, like what happened back then. I realized that this actually happened to me. This shit happened to me where I felt like different people. There was a time when I was in my manic phase, my high state of my bipolar disorder, and I was acting out very erratically. I was posting hundreds of stories on Instagram, which got auto shared to Facebook. And a lot of people were watching. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know how to help me. And there was even a time where I felt so confused. Like, I'm like, is this really me or is this someone else? Because I couldn't understand my emotions. I was really happy. And if I would speak to someone and they would share their situation with me about something sad going on in their life, I would start crying, bawling my eyes out. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I didn't know, right? I really didn't know. I was really confused and I was so scared because, like, is this me or was the previous me or am I someone else entirely? I didn't really understand any of this shit back then. And there was even a time when I created a story on Instagram saying I was smacking my head and I said, hey man, I'm mentally ill, I need help. So back then, no one understood what was going on because I live in India, dude. And India is very backward in terms of mental health awareness, is what I would say. Because, for example, after I got out of rehab and I came out, I was doing a lot of self monitoring. This is where, when I was talking about the self monitoring, I realized that I did that a lot because I was always wondering, like, am I really an introvert or am I really an extrovert? Because for 31 years of my life, until I came out of rehab, I thought I came out of rehab after 4 months, but 31 was my age. Now I'm 34. For 31 years, I thought and I believed that an extroverted personality was my personality. But the manic phase, the high state took it way overboard and it went overly over the top, extroverted extrovert. And I I went I was a little confused because I didn't know what was going on. So then when my clinical psychologist told me that the over the top extroverted personality is a symptom of the manic phase, when I got out of rehab, I thought I'm actually an introvert and I'm not supposed to show any emotion. I'm not supposed to show if I'm happy or I'm not supposed to express myself like I used to before because that's all I knew. And I thought that my whole personality was a lie. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't understand anything that was going on in my mind, in my life. And this is what I meant by India is still not at the level of awareness of mental illness. Because when I got out of rehab and I was living in my cousin's place, he kept saying, "Oh, dude, don't say you have bipolar. You're cured. You're cured." He thought that just because I went to rehab and I came out, science and the disorder just disappears. But I cannot blame him because he doesn't know what it means. He's unaware. But what I know is from my awareness of self monitoring a lot, I learned that this can actually be controlled and you can actually predict your behavior and your emotions. But that's mostly because I'm on medication right now. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that uh, this whole thing is very confusing.